Over the weekend, the main fire camp moved to Payson, where there still is a front line to this fire. That's where we found our Mike Watkiss. He went out there on the lines tonight. Mike?
Yeah, Liz, as has become the daily routine here in Payson, representatives of the U.S. Forest Service taking members of the media up onto the Mogollon Rim to observe the firefighting efforts on the Western Front, efforts that we're very pleased to report seem to be moving in a positive direction this afternoon. Bottom line, this war is far from over, but things continue to look pretty darn good.
Where are we going? To the top of the rim of the fire. We'll meet you at the checkpoint.
Welcome to a charred and smoldering battlefield, the aftermath of war.
It's been a real hard fight.
A fight that began last week on the Western Front with fire crews intentionally setting fires along Highway 260 in a desperate effort to save the community of Forest Lakes and to prevent the Chediski fire from jumping the road and scorching countless thousands of acres up to the north.
We used fire to fight fire. The fire came up here. By the time it got up here, all the ground fuels have been consumed, and it basically stopped the spread of the fire.
What we're doing today is securing our fire line on 260 here in a mop-up mode.
And now that battle seems to have been won, but the war far from over. As some of the heaviest lifting now underway, extinguishing hot spots along a 300-foot wide swath south of the 260 to make sure that no flare-ups occur and jump the road, setting the whole terrible drama in motion once again.
The roots, what will happen is it'll keep smoking until next year. I mean, the roots will travel, they travel all out, and they'll burn, they'll stay underground, they'll smolder forever. So we're just trying to clean up.
What are you feeling for?
Heat. Keep it hot. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's kind of hot.
It's back-breaking work that often requires a bare-handed approach to make sure that small fires are out and that big ones don't start up again.
And I'm here to tell you folks, we get a spot across with nobody watching and it gets a couple of minutes to develop itself. It's really hard to catch up to, especially if we got a little bit of wind behind it.
Handful of firefighters getting a well-deserved lunch break here at the Canyon Point Campground this afternoon. The effort that they're involved with, cleaning up, mopping up the black line, well, it may not be the most glamorous work, very, very critical.
We got really aggressive on it, and it all worked, and now we're just in the end mode of cleaning it up.
And one look at the blackened landscape, while disheartening, certainly a good sign, as firefighters near the end of their heroic ordeal and evacuees from the Western Front now move one step closer to finally returning to their homes. What message can you send to the evacuees down in Payson, wanting to get back up to Heber and Overgard?
Well, I'd say in the next day or so they should be able to be coming back in.
Is that right?
It's looking good.
Wow, that's good. Going to be good news for them.
Yes.
Probably good news for you as well.
Yes.
Good news indeed. You know, words just seem to pale in describing the great work being done by firefighters from all over the country. The last gentleman you just listened to from Taos, New Mexico. Of course, this has been a nationwide effort on the part of firefighters. Those two words, beautiful words, mop up. Liz, we've been waiting to hear them here in Payson for the last several days, as you well know. I think the only thing that'll be sweeter is that you can go on home.
Yeah, I think that will be the best of all for most people. Thanks very much for that.